change your own actions, you have got to change ideas. And as Craig was saying earlier, that takes time. Okay, you actually have to speak to people to know what their ideas are. Okay, you can look at them, then you're going to have to speak to them. You're actually going to have to interact with them if you want to change those ideas. But we say ideas lead to actions, actions lead to habits, and habits are your destiny. I like Nelson Mandela. Why do I like Nelson Mandela? In the second book I wrote after that one, I just wrote on 7 people that had changed the world. What can we learn from Nelson Mandela? Just one message. I think in business and life, if you just do what you say you're going to do, that's, in my view, the definition of integrity. Okay? And I believe it's the heart of anything you want to change. So if you want to change the financial performance of your business, have a look at this guy. If you want to change the financial performance of your personal world, I'm just going to talk about integrity. Because when we work with people, imagine how much fun it is working with somebody who says, oh, this is my goal, to make $1 million this year. That's good. You ring them 3 weeks later. Oh, actually, my goal is to make 750. That's good. Ring them 3 weeks later. Oh, my goal is to make 1.2. They're all over the shop. They don't know who they are, why they're doing, or what they're actually on about. So integrity really is, in my view, about doing what you say you're going to do, getting very clear on that. So own your own modest home. Does anyone know whose houses these are? These pictures have been around the world a fair bit. Does anyone know who they are? Yeah, this one here is Warren Buffett's. And this one here. So he's worth 50 billion. And this house worth about 2.5 million. Over here. Sorry, I heard a voice. No, this is Steve Jobs' house. When he died, 7.5 billion is his net worth. At 2.8 million, he wanted to live in a normal street with normal people in a very good area. Okay, they're still very expensive houses for America, but they're not. You know, his mate Larry Ellison lives in a $50 million joint. He used to always take the piss out of him, right? But that's interesting. I think that really reflects very much about these people's values. And it's not a secret that that left a lot of capital available to put into businesses that over a long period of time, everyone's heard of that multiplication effect, that's what happened. So your $10 million choice, I just wanted to pick a number. I think $10 million over a 30-year career, make a 20-year career, just depends on your goals, is absolutely achievable in the sense that most people are paying laziness tax, okay, are paying lack of diligence tax, are paying I'm cheap tax, are paying whatever tax. Lots of tax for not actually getting hold of their situation and doing something about it. We know that when we go to school, we do a subject, or university, we do a subject, and then you do a test. What's interesting in the financial aspect of people's lives is that there's never a test, right? They don't actually sit down and grade themselves every 3 months to say, how am I actually going? Versus how somebody in my position, with all my blessings, attributes and strengths, should be going. And most of us are delivering less to ourselves and our families than we could. Over here, sadly, most people's retirement plans fits into the third part of Disneyland, okay? Fantasyland, right? They have a plan, but it's not written down. It's not actually quantified. I meet virtually no one that has a superannuation contribution plan, which says, I'm 52 today, I can contribute to, I'm 70, these are my maximum contribution limits, and this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to tick them off every year. Okay, they've never actually sat down and done that. I reckon that makes sense, and we do it. We have these 4 folders, you get one of each. It's got tabs that helps you get organised. You know that first thing, get organised? Right, we get your whole universe. We call these pile files internally. Does anyone know why it'd be called a pile file? Typically you meet a business owner. We've got that big profile. We say, could we get all this information? They say, yep. They say, but Brett, I've just got shit everywhere. I say, that's great. Just get all your shit, put in a pile, and I'll put in a file, all right? And that's how we came up with the pile file, right? You got a pile file, now you got your whole life organised. Now, if you have dud investments, the distinguishing factor, a successful investor versus an unsuccessful investor, one of the distinguishing factors is a successful investor holds their winners and sells their losers. They face the brutal facts, they can own up to them, they just sell them. Whereas most people who don't do so well, they sell their winners, take a little profit, and they hold on to that loser and they ride that loser all the way into oblivion. All right? They will not cut their losses.